Chris here from Ask the Pool Guy, answering a question that we received on our blog. Well, the question is, how do I know when it's time to change the sand in the filter? Easiest way to find out is if you're having issues with the water not staying clear. Water clarity is everything. What happens is, as the sand, which the water travels down through the sand, as the debris gets trapped in the sand, it gets trapped in layers. And each time you backwash out, you're getting a lot of the surface debris out, but not necessarily the layers of debris that are further down. So what happens is the filter plugs up. And as the water comes into the filter, it tends to go around the edges. It's called channeling, where it'll either create channels through the sand, or it'll go down to the edge and back out and never get filtered. So first off would be, is your water clarity not good and you can't seem to get it to be clean? Adding clarifiers doesn't seem to help. That type of thing's happening, and for whatever reason you're not getting good clarity. That's your number one. The other thing that you could do, if that's not an issue but you're still concerned, would be disassemble the filter and take a look at the sand, the bed of sand. And if it looks like it's solid across the top and the edges are rounded down, when you look into the tank on the edges you'll see it rounded down. That'll tell you that it's certainly time to change the sand, because you've got this channeling issue. And channeling is literally the water is traveling through the filter without going through the sand and just returning back to the pool. Another possibility would be if you're vacuuming and you're getting debris shooting back back into the pool, you're getting a cloud. That's another indicator that something's wrong in the filter and the water's not traveling through the sand. So any one of those three scenarios, almost guaranteed the sand change is in order. There's occasionally times where you could certainly scoop the surface of the sand off and replace that, but if you're into the filter, you're better off. It's far more efficient to just replace the entire bed of sand. One of the common questions, we get this one all the time, is how long should the sand last in my filter before I replace it? Now, years ago when I first got involved in the business, about 25 years ago, we would recommend every 10 to 12, 13 years to replace the sand. Now we found it's way more efficient to change it 3 to 5 years, but no sooner than that. Changing the sand every year does not help the efficiency. Literally, the filter gets more efficient over the first couple of years because the bed of the sand settles in really nicely. But after 3 to 5 is typically a good time to replace. But again, don't do it any more often than you need to. I'm kind of a believer in, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of a mentality. However, 5 years tops, and then go ahead and replace it.